everyone. Today, I will be presenting my topics on perspectives on educational programs, research, and policy. Educational psychology has had a significant role in the development and reform of educational practices. An important contribution of educational psychology is the knowledge and guidance provided to the education of teachers. As noted earlier, courses in educational psychology are required in most university teacher preparation programs. According to Hui in 2000 observed that it is through textbooks in educational psychology that we can see what the general public and teachers learn about the application of psychology to teaching and related educational activities. The significant breadth of methodological knowledge that educational psychologists bring to the political reform table has been influential in stressing the need for credible school-based intervention research. In this respect, educational psychology acts as the conduit to introduce and apply research and principles of psychology to educational practices. The role of educational psychologists will continue to be an number one, important and credible voice in resolving ongoing controversies critical to the advancement. Number two, application of knowledge for educational practice. As to the learning and pedagogy in initial teacher preparation, there is a little doubt that teachers in most cases play the ultimate role in the education of children, a responsibility of enormous importance. For the education of young people, teachers are expected to be, number one, experts in classroom management, number two, curriculum and instruction, number three, creating classroom environments that are physically and psychologically motivating and transmitting knowledge. Learning to teach is arguably one of the most cognitively and emotionally challenging efforts one can undertake, and new teachers face greater challenges than ever before with today's diverse student needs, public scrutiny, and political pressures, according to Whitcomb. There is a critical need to prepare more teachers than ever before, and there are deeply divided ideas about best practice for initial teacher preparation, according to Hammond, Way, and Johnson in 2009. According to his Rotherham Annuals in 2004, then Whitcomb reviews the empirical work on initial teacher preparation and the multiple perspectives that have emerged over the past 20 years on how to teach future teachers to teach. From the early 1980s, educational researchers have focused on building an understanding of the specialized knowledge base required to effectively teach content in multiple ways to diverse learners. As to teaching as a learning profession, according to Whitcomb, as he reviews and synthesizes that large body of work dedicated to establishing teaching as a learning profession. Then according to Darling Hammond in 2006, the teaching is now viewed as a profession with a complex and distinguished knowledge base. Current research is focused on the integrated processes and judgment teachers use to navigate this breadth of information. Teaching is a profession and is a process of professional preparation of teachers according to MHRD in 2012. Teaching is an art that can be acquired through a series of well-designed activities. It's imperative, therefore, due emphasis should be laid on the education of the teachers. For the teacher education, it is a tremendously complex given the multiplicity of learner, environment, and teacher characteristics and their interactions. In reviewing the research on teacher education, Whitcomb focuses on current research on beginning teachers or teachers candidates, with particular reference to research based on cognitive or situative psychological foundations. Teacher education program that it should prepare good teachers by providing them with sound foundation of the theoretical knowledge, understanding, skills, attitudes, and interests. It should enable the trainees to acquire knowledge, skills, and techniques for effective teaching and to inculcate in the trainees desired ideals and behavioral patterns of the society in which we live. For the initial teacher preparation, it has substantially changed over the past 2 decades in multiple domains of instruction as new learning environments are developed and the changing influence of social and digital media on student as well as teacher learning is integrated into curriculums. According to Whitcomb, he builds on the work of others in educational psychology. Example given is Borku and Putnam in 1996, Putnam and Borku in 1997 and 2000, and also examines the field of initial teacher preparation and how this field determines whether a teacher candidate meets the standards of the profession. As to regarding the national mandates for student education, that no child left behind. Whitcomb issue is of major importance given that national mandates for student education such as No Child Left Behind include a significant focus on the role and competence of teachers in the education of students. But after 13 years and much debate, the No Child Left Behind Act (NCLB) has come to an end. A new law called Every Student Succeeds Act was enacted on December 10, 2020. It replaces NCLB and eliminates some of its most controversial provisions. For the conclusions, educational psychologists are in a unique position to influence and conduct rigorous inquiry that will further unravel the complexity of teaching and contribute to the development of effective initial teacher preparation models. And that would be all. Thank you.